We're at Go West 23 at the Edmonton Convention Center. We've been having a great time, but it's kind of winding down a little bit now as we're recording this on day 2. Is it day 2 or day 3? It's day 3,
well,
technically.
That's a good question. Is it day 2 or day 3? Because we start on Sunday evening.
It feels like it's day 5.
So I refer to it usually as day 3, but I think Arlene, my partner there, refers it to as day 2.
Brent Taylor joins us, and Brent is with Timewise Event Management and Event Technology Solutions, one of the producers of this great event. How are you holding up? How are you
tired.
doing?
My feet are sore.
Wow.
I don't know. My legs, I'm post 50 now, and my legs are completely worn out, I think, after 3 days of walking this convention center.
Wait till you get into your 60s, and then
it gets worse?
Oh, well, it just gets different. Hey,
that's a good way to put it.
Let's talk about this event. The comments from everybody, it's been fantastic. People talk about your speakers, the quality. They talk about the venue, the quality. They talk about the food, the quality. The organization, the quality. It just goes on and on and on. But tell us a little bit about how you got this event started, because this wasn't going there for a few years.
No, this event's been around. We did 3 years, 2018 to 2020, I guess it is.
Yes.
COVID managed to shut us down. We kind of dodged a bullet because we delivered in the third week in January in 2020, and I think it was 7 weeks later.
Yeah, into March.
Yeah, so we dodged a bullet on that one. And this is our first one back in 2023, and we're happy.
So how has it gone overall? How do you feel about things?
It's good. We're quite glad we did it. There was a consideration of not doing it this year and wait until 2024. But you know what? Seeing the people and the buy-in and the enthusiasm for it, and I don't know. There was such a greater passion for it this year, and I think our industry was just really beat down.
Yeah.
And everybody just wanted to get together again, and those that came, we ended up with 500 participants in total, and they wanted to be here.
When did you start planning this event?
I don't want to admit it.
Tell everybody. That's why I'm asking you, because it's amazing to me.
Well, we usually get going by, I'd say, about late spring, moving into the summer, and this one here we were holding off on it because we just had the restrictions lifted. What was it, in April or May?
Somewhere in there.
And we're like, do we do it? Do we not do it? Is there an appetite for it? What kind of restrictions are going to be in place in January? And it was hard to tell. And so we usually launch exhibit sales in July and registration in August. And we're sitting there. We really hadn't done any planning other than we had a contracted date, which we ended up delivering it on. And I'll admit it.
Come on. Tell everybody.
It was literally, I think, September 19th, because we launched registration on September 21st. And on September 19th, we decided we're going to do it. We threw up the registration, launched it. And we didn't get a good response initially, and which made it even more.
Now, why was that? Do you think that's because people went, "Oh, really"?
No, I think it was a combination of a couple things. One was probably that people unsure,
right? The
same way we were.
Yeah.
But I think maybe more so was just in the marketing. We had zero marketing prior to September 21st, so we had a cold start cold launch on the registration.
Right.
And I'd say more so with that, because we usually build up to it. And you literally get about 200 registrations in about the first week.
So you're being very humble about this, not wanting to give me the date until I kind of hung here long enough for you to give me a date. That's impressive. I'm going to tell you right now, because a lot of events of this stature and the intricacy, to me, it's hard. I can't even imagine how you're able to do it. However, you do have the opportunity to go to wonderful event planning people. You also know you've got a back track record. So were you able just to basically take what you did last time and just go, we'll put this in here and put that in there? I don't know how you did it.
Yeah, we have a template, of the design. We didn't stray very far from the design that we initially we did in 2020.
Right.
Which we did stay pretty true to that, just for that reason, because we don't want to go and create a whole lot of new sessions or types of sessions or activities or. So we stuck to pretty close to what we did in 2020. Content totally changed. Arlene built the entire program out herself. just start seeking out who would be good. We had lots. They're all coming on board, just jumping in, saying yes, we're in. But I think the success, like the ability to plan this event in the amount of time that we did, though, is really the partners. It's the partners, because we don't micromanage or control the different aspects.
Right.
We brought Encore on as the technology partner, and we just said, hey, here's what we want to do, and they ran with it. We don't sit there and meddle. We just get them what they need.
Go.
And make it happen. Here's the list of speakers. This is what the program's going to look like. Here it is. This is what we want. This is kind of the parameters that we have for our main stage room, for our breakouts. Just do it. And we let them do it, and let them do what they're best at, and let them showcase themselves the best that they can possibly showcase.
It's often tough to get guest speakers to come in, but how tough was that?
It's not. Surprisingly, it's not. And there's such a willingness. I'm grateful for the willingness to come, for people to come and get engaged and come and do this event. We had Rob Barber from Atomic Design, and he doesn't know us, from we're up in Canada, we're in Edmonton.
Right.
He doesn't know us, and we're reaching out to him, and he's we're telling him about the event, and they just guys like that just light up, and we're there. They're passionate about the industry. They love the industry. They love the people. And that's who we're looking for. And when we ask them, it's an easy yes from them to come and be a part of it.
I've said it a million times, it'll be 1,000,001. The enthusiastic level of everybody here, the energy level has been amazing. And some people have said, well, that's because, we've been away for a couple of years. I'm not buying that. I just think that's this group.
Yeah. Bryn, I think this whole event, we built this event, it's being built upon community.
Right.
I can sum it up in one word, it's community. And we've been very focused on that right from the start. And I think when we had 3 years of building that, and we had this sense of community that was really built in 2020. We get shut down. Our industry was just absolutely decimated. So many players have left. We've lost so many people. So many companies have gone bust. I think here's the opportunity to get all back together. We got those same people, or the core people that are the same from previous. They remember what we were building, and they just came on board, and they've helped us keep that sense of community going and instill it into this event. And so, it's about people. Isn't everything about people?
Oh, yeah.
Just people. It's not about selling. A trade show, it's not about selling. It's about people, relationships.
We got through the pandemic with the technology, but still the one-to-one stuff is so important, and you can just see it in everybody being able to talk to one another in person again. It means so much to a lot of people. What are the biggest comments that you've received out of this event? You and I, just before we went on, you're showing me some positive comments that you've received. That's going to make you feel really great about how you've been able to pull this event off, and it just makes you. I got to think it makes you more excited about the next one. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's let you enjoy this one. But how have you felt about the response you've got?
Oh, it's been nothing but positive, and I it just warms my heart when I see industry people that are more senior than I am, that are been at it 10, 20 years longer than me, and they come up to me and I've never seen this, and they're here and they come up to me and say, this is just fantastic, and unreal, what you've built here and how you've designed it, and that that touches the heart. But then I also, at the other end of the spectrum, we've got people, so many newbies here that have never attended any kind of industry convention or conference, and they're coming up going, this is fantastic. I'm going back and bringing my colleagues with me. They're blown away with what we're doing, and it's not that we're being innovative or spectacular. I go right back. It's about community and people and the relationships, and they're forming those relationships.
Well, let's stay with that, because you've got great partners, and we could get into all the sponsors and all that kind of stuff, but let's focus on the partners here. The Edmonton Convention Center. Everybody talks about the venue has been great. The food has been spectacular. There's a couple of things that have stood out, not only for me, but for everybody. But you've got a really good partnership going here.
Yeah, Explore Edmonton and the Edmonton Convention Center have been on board since 2019.
Okay.
Because in 2018 we started it at a hotel property. But since 2019, they've seen our vision. They understand the value that this event brings to Western Canada.
Right.
That it brings to Edmonton. And they've just come on board and just said, anything. What do you need? And just anything we ask, they're there to help us. I can say the number one comment that we get on this from this event, post-event, if we run into somebody and they bring up Go West, they'll always say, number one, that comes out of their mouth is the food.
I know, it's been
incredible.
Pretty
and you were commenting about it too.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And
I got to hold you back from that charcuterie board over there.
That is a piece. I didn't even want to take a piece of cheese off of that board because it was a piece of work. It was art. I said, you can't deface art like this. But it was unbelievable. The food has been spectacular, but it's just everything has kind of come together beautifully, and I know you got to be very proud of that.
Oh, super proud, and I'm proud of this event. It's not us.
Right.
We bring all these partners together, just so many of them, and I'm just proud of our ability to bring them together, and then proud of them for just delivering at such a high level, because they deliver it, not us.
Once again, the word community is over there, and that says it all. Okay, so, hey, we're not done here yet, but
oh boy,
what about the next one?
Well, it's going to happen, I think.
Okay.
I'm in. I got to convince Arlene, so I'm going to do my best.
Okay.
But, yeah, we're looking at, we've got January 28th to January 30th, 2024 planned. And
okay.
Or booked or on hold. And
so that's kind of a rough target date.
Yeah. We're going to, so mark your calendars.
Okay.
Mark your calendars.
All right, I got it. Anything we're missing? Anything you want to get out there before we wrap?
Well, this is about our industry, and just come. If you're questioning whether you should come to Go West, just come. Even if it's just in a small way, you don't need to come and exhibit if you're, a supplier. Just come check it out and see what it's all about, and if it's right for you, find out what's right for you in it.
Here's one. I've asked this question of a lot of people. What have you learned this time around? It seems like everybody gets something new out of this event. You're seeing it a little differently than a lot of people.
Yeah.
But what have you learned out of this event?
Oh, that's a tough question.
Okay, well, get back to me next year then on that.
I'm always learning. I never expected to be in my 50s and be still learning, but
it doesn't stop, my friend.
Oh, yeah. But no, I've learned a lot about the resiliency of our is that the right, did I say that correctly? Resiliency of our industry and the people that work within it. I love our industry. I love the people. I love connecting with the people, and I just think, for what we just went through over the last 3 years, it's just mind-blowing as to how resilient our industry actually is, and we're popping back so fast. It's so fast, and it's impressive.
Well, we at Road 55 have had a great time here. This has been a total blast for us. We've really enjoyed it. People have walked up, and they're talking. They're not even coming on. But they just want to talk, and they're excited, and they're full of energy and enthusiasm, and it's been a great experience for us. But thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you for coming on board. It's been awesome having you guys here.
It's been great, and so once again, what are the rough dates next year?
January 28th to 30th, 2024. Mark that calendar.
All right, check out your website too. How do people get a hold of you guys?
Well, our website's timewise.biz. The event website's gowestlive.com. And the best way for me, if you want to connect with me, is LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Facebook. And that's where I can't handle any more social media.
Are you ticking or talking?
No, I'm barely on Instagram. Okay, TikTok, right. I'm not even.
I'm only bringing it up because that's
so what is TikTok? I don't get it.
Hey, listen, we're old guys. No, we're going to be fine. Hey, thanks, man. This is great.
Yeah.
All
awesome.
right.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody.